that was close. In this video, I'm gonna give you a grand tour of Government Street, or as the locals like to say, we're gonna take a little tour down Government. So we're gonna start at the Bankhead Tunnel where it all began and go all the way out to where it goes under I-10, and that's where it changes names. We're gonna cover everything in the middle, and I'm gonna tell you the things that you're gonna see from the insight of a person who's lived here their entire life. So let's hop in and take a ride. Hey, my name is Jeff Jones with Keller Williams from right here in this beautiful city of Mobile, Alabama. You know, I've lived here my entire life, and my favorite thing to do is to show how amazing this city is. You know, people are always reaching out to me, they call me, they send me a text message or shoot me an email because they want to know what it's really like when they're considering making the move or transition to living in Mobile. So do that. Call the number on the screen, shoot me a message, let me know how I can help you. But don't forget, like and subscribe, because each week I drop a brand new video about what it's really like living right here in the city of Mobile. So let's get in the car and take a ride. And this is where it all begins, Government Street at the Bankhead Tunnel. Now as we're driving through the tunnel, I'm going to turn on the light here and see if this helps. You'll notice the height is only about 12 feet, and I believe it's 21 feet wide. And yes, the question you may be asking is, do people ever get stuck? All the time. Even though there are warnings and there are little signs that say, do not enter if you're above this height, people, they continually get their RV stuck or an 18-wheeler, and it just happens over and over again. But the people in Mobile know that's just going to happen. But the Bankhead Tunnel now is considered like the secondary tunnel compared to the big tunnel. But this is it. And as we come out of the tunnel, this is where downtown Mobile begins. And as you can tell, it's this bright light, and you're coming out right at the main municipal building where the courthouse is. And this is really the heart of downtown when you think of downtown Mobile. And if you notice, got a little New Orleans influence there, or people would say maybe Mobile influenced New Orleans. But then we've got a couple of really nice hotels, the Admiral, and then we've also got this crazy looking hotel, the Holiday Inn, that has this wild looking circular shape. But these hotels have been around in Mobile for a long time. Very popular places to stay for folks staying in downtown. One of the most recognizable buildings in downtown Mobile is the main branch of the library. And if you get a chance, that is definitely a place to visit. In fact, they have like a little venue where you can have concerts. It's absolutely gorgeous. It says Highway 90. Well, this is also Highway 90, but down here we call it Government Street. And we're actually crossing over Broad Street, and there is so much development going on Broad Street, and they're really turning this into a more walkable area. Broad Street is going to see some incredible renovations over the next few years. And if you notice, to the left here, my buddy Bradley Flowers, he has an insurance company, Portal Insurance. That's where his office is. There's been a lot of revitalization there. Not only is it office space, but also apartments for folks who want to live in downtown Mobile. And as I stop at this red light, I want you to just take this in, this picture of these amazing oak trees. Now, keep in mind, on the left-hand side, you're going to see a lot of old mansions. When you think of historic homes in downtown Mobile, this is the road where those homes are going to be. And yeah, I'm just going to be quiet for a while to let you take in the sights because they are beautiful. You talk about big mansions, there you have it. And we're crossing under Ann Street, or actually over Ann Street. This is a very popular street in Mobile. And Ann Street actually takes you to the old Dolphin Way Baptist Church, which is now the Alabama School of Math and Science. But one of the things that deeply saddens me is up here on the right, there used to be a Krispy Kreme. And right now, there is a Dairy Queen instead. But I can remember, for as long as I can remember, after Mardi Gras parades, which by the way, Mardi Gras the floats would come right down Government Street. But after Mardi Gras, my family and I would come to Krispy Kreme and get a donut. But there are Krispy Kreme donuts in Mobile, just no longer at this location. But hey, shout out to Dairy Queen, they got it going on too. Now, a lot of people wonder, if I live in downtown, will I have what I need? Well, you've got Starbucks covered, and then right there you've got a big grocery store from the chain of Winn-Dixie. So, you know, get you a little Starbucks, buy your groceries. You're pretty much going to have what you need, but I've heard plans that another grocery store is actually going to be in the heart of downtown. I've heard it's coming up. Can't divulge all the details yet, but that will be a game changer. It's another beautiful mansion in downtown. And then look up, I mean, you'll see these oak trees. There is nothing like this. This is one of the most beautiful places in all of Mobile. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The folks who live here, they just kind of take it for granted because this is what we see on a daily basis, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And then look over here, this beautiful fountain. Two of my favorite things in downtown Mobile, Popeye's fried chicken, and you've got mud bugs right over here, and they have some amazing crawfish and all kind of seafood. And then, hey, right across the street, of course, you got pharmacies just about on every corner in Mobile. They are everywhere, that and Dollar General. And if you want to do a little skateboarding, hanging out in the park, you can do it right here at this Memorial Park in downtown. But if you notice, Airport Boulevard is just on the other side, and I did a video about Airport Boulevard as well, so I'll link to that. But keep in mind, you better behave yourself because you're right down the street from the police station. It's up here on the right, so this is like the police headquarters. And I actually got to meet the police chief. Let's change lanes here. I actually got to meet the police chief a couple months ago, and I can tell you, getting to have that experience, he really has some strong leadership, tremendous vision. But there you can see the police headquarters right here off of Government Street. I got to turn around for this one. I cannot forget about this, but check out this really, really cool Whataburger. I don't know how old it is, but it looks like it could be one of the original ones. It is truly something you do not see every day. Old building with great food. We have an amazing seafood place called Captain D's. Who am I kidding? No. Captain D's is there. You know, you might be in a pinch, have to go in and grab something, but in Mobile, we have world famous seafood right here on the coast. So there are lots of mom and pop seafood restaurants. And let me tell you, Captain D's will be there for you in a pinch, but I highly recommend some seafood places that are unique to Mobile. If you look over here, you'll see Toomey's Mardi Gras and Costumes. And this place, it has been in Mobile forever. And you might think, they have an entire store just for Mardi Gras? Absolutely. Mardi Gras is so big in Mobile, that's the place where most people who are in Mardi Gras organizations, they buy their moon pies, their what do you call them, the necklaces, they buy all that at Toomey's, and then when Mardi Gras season happens, they go downtown and they throw it all away and do it over again. Ooh, grab this, Colonel Dixie. Now look, you can tell Colonel Dixie is no longer open, but oh man, from my childhood, that was some of the best fried chicken you would ever eat. And as we're continuing, we'll notice here, this is Mertz Magnet School. It's an elementary school, and I've just heard incredible things about that school, the principal, just so many great teachers, but it's right here on Government. Now, if you notice, you see this car lot. Well, it's not just one car lot. It's this car lot, then another car lot, then another one, then you go across the street and you got another one and another one and another one. I mean, this is like car dealership alley. Any car you could possibly imagine, from BMWs to Toyotas to Chevrolets, they can all be found right here on Government. And it's right at the point where McGowin Park begins. Now, in my other video where I talked about the shopping places in Mobile, I'll link that below. I did a video just about shopping, but McGowin Park is right here off of Government. Of course, they've got everything from jewelry stores, Starbucks, you've got Costco, you've got Field and Stream, gosh, so many places, Best Buy, but a lot of shopping, a lot of things you can do and find along Government Street. And this is right next to I-65. So we're about to go under I-65, and that's where the journey continues. And there you have it. We're passing under I-65, and I-10 is about a mile down there. And so if you look up here to the right, you'll see something called Lakeside. Now, Lakeside, that is the street that everybody takes as a shortcut when they're trying to get from Cottage Hill over to Government to then eventually get on the interstate. So if you live down Cottage Hill or if you live down Government, you're going to be coming this way to get on the interstate. But this area, as you see the Waffle House over here on the left, this area is the beginning of something called Skyline. So you've got neighborhoods, you've got different restaurants, different shops. I've got a buddy who has Skyline Nutrition right over there. And so you can get your drinks, and then over here, you can get your motorcycle fixed, all within a 1-minute drive. I had to come off of the street because I could not miss giving you a tour of Heron Lakes. And this is right off of Government. And this is the place where they have a country club. They've got a great golf course. They've got swimming pools, some really, really nice homes in here. We're actually going to take a peek inside the neighborhood to show you some of the houses. Talk about a house with a view. Got a little lake there, got the golf course, absolutely beautiful. And Sky Ranch is a really well-established neighborhood in Mobile. You know, Government Street, it's pretty much a well-established area. So some of these houses have been around for a long time. But the neighborhoods, the prices, the value keep staying strong, and that's always a good sign. And as you can see in this Skyland shopping center, you've got from ice cream to insurance to pizza, lots of things over there. And then across the street, one of my wife's favorite places, old-time pottery, and they have just about anything you could think of that has to do with your house. So a pretty established neighborhood, Skyland Park, that's between Azalea and Demetropolis. And as we cross over Demetropolis, this is where we're getting into more of the Tillman's Corner area. And this place has some very fond memories for myself. You know, as a child, there's like a little mini golf place that used to be over here. I'm sad to say it's not there anymore. And a movie theater that was there, but I've heard there's going to be some new development, so that is a great thing. But yep, we're getting ready to cross over Demetropolis and get into what is called Tillman's Corner. So I think I might be mistaken. I think I just saw people playing mini golf. So it's just been a while since I've been. So apparently mini golf is alive and well at the corner of Demetropolis and Government. Who knew? So another shopping center that has been growing like weeds lately is Government Street. And then this takes you on all the way to I-10, but you've got Lowe's, you've got IHOP, you've got several other restaurants, you've got a Zaxby's, but right in here, this is a super, super busy area. And coming up, you're gonna see an iconic restaurant in Mobile, Alabama called Dick Russell's. And it's so popular for breakfast, but they also, of course, they're known most for barbecue. But Dick Russell's is a local mom and pop place. If you want some great food, I highly recommend it. So I don't know that I've ever seen this many stoplights in such a short time. We just passed one, I'm going under another, and then there's one ahead of that, and then one ahead of that. But that is why, you know, this place is popular. It's busy. There's a lot of turnoffs, places to go, restaurants, shopping, auto parts places. There's actually, and, oh man, how could I forget? There's a Fusakli's right over there. And of course, you know, Fusakli's famous chicken finger place in Mobile, but just lots of great places. You can stay busy in Tillman's Corner. You could do pretty much all your shopping. There's a super Walmart right over there. So lots of things that you can find for your needs here, but we're almost to the interstate, and that's where the name changes. So we're no longer gonna be in Government Street. They're gonna change the name, and I'll tell you about that when we ease on down the road. And we're crossing over Old Pascagoula Road, and it's right next door to one of my favorite places again, Popeye's Fried Chicken. Oh man, wherever you're watching this from, if you don't know much about great fried chicken, trust me, Popeye's is the jam. It's amazing. But this is it. This is Highway 90. This is where it all happens. The name changes from Government, and we're approaching the interstate. And oh, we almost forgot, there's a Mexican place, Aztecas. It's great. So if you're looking for Mexican in this area, be sure and hit up Aztecas, not Aztexas. Close. We should have a blooper reel. But no, Aztecas, great place. But that's pretty much it. You know, got a Waffle House, Crystal, Aztecas, lots of restaurants in this area to keep you full for a very long time. And there you have it. I'm standing in front of Aztecas, the place I was just talking about, but also that's like this crazy boot. I thought I'm going to stop and talk about that boot, but that's coming from the Boot Barn. And if you look down over there, you'll see that that is I-10, and that's where everything intersects in Mobile. But I've enjoyed giving you a tour of Government Street, where it changes names into Highway 90. Kind of give you some insight into what it's really like driving through the city of Mobile, starting in downtown. But shoot me a message, shoot me a text message, an email, call the number on the screen. I would love to hear from you. It's one of my favorite things to do when I look down and the phone's ringing and it's from an area code I don't recognize. It's somebody calling and they want to know some details. So do that. Shoot me a message, call me, send me an email, and don't forget to like and subscribe, because every week, whether I'm giving you a tour or whether I'm talking about the pros and cons of Mobile, I'm always talking about this amazing city that I like to call my hometown.